What a great time as always to be a gamer, especially if you're a Pokemon or a Nintendo fan. Because what just got announced for Tuesday, August 8th? That's right, another Pokemon Presents. And with that comes all of the rumors, all the expectations, and more for folks wanting more in the Pokemon world. So what's gonna happen? I don't know. What's good, everybody? It's Blue Satire, and this is another little video to kind of talk about what I expect from this Pokemon showcase, what I want to see. Would love to see it, but I doubt it's gonna happen. Or it could happen, very slim chance. We gonna see. But first and foremost, please like and subscribe, and make sure you check out the rest of my videos. We back on the grind. We back on this YouTube grind. But I want to know in the comment section, what do you expect from this Pokemon Presents, and what don't you expect? What do you want to see, and do you have high expectations or low expectations? And y'all know my view on that. Keep them low, and you'll be heavily surprised. But let's get right into it. Let's start off with what I expect to happen. And since it's in August, and for those who follow this, the Pokemon World Championships do start this month. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna cover things about the trading card game, the battles going on with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, any of that competitive Pokemon, any of that. I think they're gonna talk about a little bit of that, which is cool. I know some people are really only here for the games, but there is a big Pokemon community outside of the video games, outside of just playing with your homies. There's a bunch of competitive scene things with Pokemon Unite, all of that, as well as a trading card game. Speaking of trading cards, I kind of expect to see an emphasis on new cards that's coming, maybe some trading card announcements, maybe some tournament announcements. That's the easy stuff. Also, to keep it in the realm of kind of IRL type of stuff, I also feel like they're probably gonna talk about Pokemon Go. And if you know, I know a lot of folks probably not on the Pokemon Go wave anymore, but there is still a lot of people that still play Pokemon Go, and they still cater to that fan base. So I definitely expect to see some things on that. I know that the New York City Go Fest is happening in August from the 18th to the 20th, so they might talk about that. And there's supposed to be a Mega Rayquaza event coming in August, so we'll see if that happens. Also, Pokemon Masters EX. I don't know how many people play this game, but you know, that's that Pokemon handheld game that you get a partner and you go around teaming up with other famous gym leaders, trainers, main characters from the Pokemon game, which is kind of cool. I never really played it like that, but they've been supporting that game for a long time. And so Pokemon Masters EX, I expect for something to happen. You never know, they might do like a special edition trainer with a special Pokemon to celebrate the games. Also, Pokemon Sleep just released. They might talk about Pokemon Sleep or give us updates on what they plan to do with that in the future, which is kind of cool. Also, Pokemon Cafe Remix. They've been dropping new stuff and limited time events on that game too. Like I said, a lot of people don't know about all of the Pokemon content outside of the base games, but Pokemon is the biggest franchise out right now, and they sell a lot and they got a lot of different stuff. Pokemon Cafe is kind of cool. Is it for everybody? Probably not, but you probably should check it out. Now let's get into the games. Detective Pikachu does come out soon, and it comes out in October. I really think they might just show us a little bit more about what's gonna happen on Detective Pikachu. And for those who never played the original, it's a pretty good game. And the first game on the DS did follow the movie, so if you saw the movie, you kind of got a gist of what happened. But Detective Pikachu just puts you in the Pokemon world in a new perspective, and I really do like the way it looks. I'm actually excited for this game because it's a different type of Pokemon game, and who doesn't love Pikachu, especially a Pikachu with a wisecracking voice and that loves coffee. Not ketchup, coffee. Also, I feel like it's about time to release dates for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the hidden treasures of Area Zero. Because the end of the year is approaching. We got, what, about 5 more months left in the year? So we don't have release dates. We probably need a new trailer. And part 1, the Teal Mask, is probably gonna get the most attention. But we also want to see some new stuff in the Indigo Disc. And I like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Maybe they'll give us an update for maybe fixing the base game. Maybe there'll be some more stuff to evolve in that too. But I'm excited to see what happens with this game. And that's the stuff I expect. That's the stuff I expect to happen. Now let's get to the stuff that's likely, but you know, you gotta go with a grain of salt. So Nintendo Online did release a couple of Pokemon games already. They released Pokemon Stadium 2, Puzzle League, Snap, and then they announced last year about the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color games. And they did show on that screen the Pokemon trading card game. And if we get the Pokemon trading card game, that gives us room for Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver, and also Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I think that it's finally time to go ahead and put these on the system because the eShop is closed. Those are games that people still look for. Have y'all seen the prices for these games individually? I'm glad that I still have mine, but I would love to be able to play all the original Pokemon on my Switch. I think a lot of people want to see that. Yeah, I know emulators exist, blah, 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 but having it on the Switch would be a W move. And just imagine if they figure out a way to make Pokemon Stadium compatible with the Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver. Imagine being able to put your rental teams, put your own teams in Pokemon and play Pokemon Stadium with that. I think that's a big thing that they could do. Will that happen? I don't know, but I do think that it's about time to put those original Game Boy Color Pokemon games on the system. Also, there are other Pokemon games that could be seen. A lot of people sleep on this, but what about Pokemon Pinball or Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire? I would love to see more of the spin-offs on the eShop or the Nintendo Online. But I think since the show is kind of long, I think they said, about 30 to 40 minutes? It's a long show, so I think we're going to be getting some extensive details to something. But now here goes the things that I least likely expect, but would be cool to see. And that's these rumored Pokemon Generation 5 remakes. And if you don't know what that is, Pokemon Black and White, which are sometimes called the best Pokemon games to date, because they had probably the best story, some of the best features, and it was in the heyday of the Nintendo DS. And I often tell folks that if you had Nintendo DS, 3DS, that was the best time to play Pokemon. And I'm wondering what that's gonna be like. Will it be another sequel? Will it be Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2? Will it be a Gen 5 Pokemon Black and White 3? Will it look like the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl games, which a lot of people did not like? I actually enjoyed those games. I like the nostalgia that we got from it. Now, I do complain that they should have taken more elements from Pokemon Platinum, because Pokemon Platinum is by far the better Gen 4 game. But I'm here for a Pokemon Black and White whatever, because people do need to experience it. I think a lot of people slept on this, and it took years and years for people to come back and say, hey, yo, Pokemon Black and White low-key is the best one. And there ain't no low-key. Do I want to see it in a fully realized world like Scarlet and Violet? I don't know. If you do it right, yes, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind maybe some HD 2D, or maybe just put it in put it in the engine, but don't make it open world. Put it in the engine, but keep all of the things that made Black and White good. That's the locations, that's the people, that's been able to explore stuff. That's my only gripe with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is like the world is cool, but when you go into a town, you really can't go into a town. You can't go into a house and talk to people. I want to see what they can do with Black and White if they are really remaking it. And two other things that I think are probably long shots is seeing the next gen Pokemon games. I think it's too early. Pokemon still has these DLC to happen. They need to work on stuff. Also, the Pokemon anime has started, so there's no need for a new generation yet. I think we're a way out from that. Maybe not, maybe so. I don't know yet. Seeing the next gen of Pokemon games, I think that's very slim. I think that's a very slim chance. But what I just would want to see an evolution to Scarlet and Violet, especially with performance, especially with more content. I do love the open world format. I just need them to hash it out a little bit more and keep evolving. And I feel like that's what Nintendo Switch Pokemon has been, is evolving Pokemon through every game, using certain things that work. And speaking of that, is there a possibility for a new Pokemon Legends game? So when they did the preview of the M, a lot of people was like, is this Pokemon Legends Mewtwo? I don't think it is. I think that M might represent a couple of events that's happening. I know Mewtwo was just released on Pokemon Unite. There might be some more Pokemon Unite stuff coming up as well. But what if it is Pokemon Legends Mewtwo or Mew? What would y'all want to see from that? I think the best bet for the next Pokemon Legends game would be either Johto or Unova. And if you're doing Gen 5, let's might as well put them back together because they have a little bit more history than Kanto. But if you were to go into Pokemon Kanto or Pokemon Mewtwo, I think you would have to do something completely different. And let me know if y'all want me to give you an idea of what I think would be a perfect Pokemon Kanto Legends game in another video. But other than that, I think there's a possibility for some spin-offs, a possibility for Legends to come out with a new version because Pokemon Legend Arceus actually took the world by storm, especially being that we got 2 big Pokemon games that were new in the same year. So if that's possible, I would like to see it. But I think that's all for me. Like I always say with these presentations, take it with a grain of salt. I always just make sure you keep your expectations down and just be happy for what we do get. Because I just like seeing that the Pokemon world is thriving in all areas. Every area might not be for you, but it's the fact that people have something to do, and gaming right now has been pretty cool. But again, let me know in the comment section what you think is gonna happen, what you're looking forward to, what you want to happen, and what's your favorite Pokemon game right now? What you been playing? Let me know in the comment section. But that's all for me. Again, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're trying to get the grind on, man. We're trying to give y'all the best content ever. And if y'all got suggestions, y'all got anything y'all think I should do, let me know. But that's all. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.